Hello there, and welcome to my complete guide and playthrough, or part 1 of my complete guide and playthrough of Phantasy Star 2. As you can see, I am using the Sega official emulator on a very low-end PC, and I'm using a flip phone to record all this. In this guide, I'll be going over how to beat Phantasy Star, some of the best strategies, and how to get through every dungeon, as they are a pain in the butt. Classic 90s games, am I right, guys? Let's get into it. Now, we'll wait for the intro to play, though you can skip ahead if you don't like this part. It was released in the Sega Genesis originally as a sequel to Phantasy Star 1, which was on the Mega Drive. Oh, here we go. Would probably make more sense if you played the first game, but they don't have an emulation of it officially available, except on the Switch, as far as I know. Also, characters from the first game. Don't worry, you can press one of the buttons in this official emulator to speed things up. Oh, so an AI. What could possibly go wrong? Oh yeah, this world in the first game was a complete another desert. We seem to be running a bit of a problem in our own world. Who indeed? But our main hero. Now we are gonna make a new game. Wrong button, I'm sorry, but this control is a little weird, okay? Now you get to pick 4 letters. Luckily my name is 4 letters long. And that is the main character from the first game. And I'm sure it's going to be super simple, am I right, guys? Now, like I said, this game was only featured on a 6 megabit cartridge. That is why it does not feature backgrounds for the combat. you will see what they put instead, and it actually fits the game's aesthetics fairly well. Okay, now first things first, you will start with 2,000 gold. 200, I mean, sorry. Oh, that's some foreshadowing. You can talk to people like you can in most RPGs. I originally played this game on Sega Genesis as a kid and loved it. It was my first turn-based RPG, though I never beat it. This series will help us fix that. Now, first thing you're going to do is for Neely, you're going to get wrong button. I think that's how I'm saying. You're going to get 2 steel bars. We're going to equip those. Now everyone has a limited amount of space of stuff they can carry. Neely is basically the best mule around. She can carry a lot of stuff. But she can't always equip it. And you can equip it in both hands. With most weapons. And unlike most RPGs in modern era, there's only 3 stats: agility, attack, and defense. There is no magic in this game. There's techniques. Now, you're not going to want to go out into the world with level 1. So what we'll do is we're going to grind here until we reach about, say, level 4 or 5. Now for our combat tutorial. Now, it does not function like most modern RPGs. Instead, you have to come down here and strategize. Order. Then you can order Neely. See, the sword means they're going to attack. The shield means they are just going to wait and do absolutely nothing. Which is not what you want Neely to do. We're going to order her to attack. And then press fight. And as long as you don't press any buttons, they will continue to do what you told them to do until they die or the battle ends. Like I said, it's not like most modern RPGs. But as you see, the backgrounds really fit the aesthetic of the game. It's all science fiction. Now, in the next battle, I'll show you the technique system. Let's speed up the process a little bit. Let's go to strategy. Now, you have TP instead of normal magic like you would in most JRPGs. Now, one of that is, I like to call them technical points. In my own RPG I'm designing, I am using TP as one of the main systems. You can use fire, which is basically like a fireball. And let's go, see what happens. It does a little more damage than the basic sword, however, it does cost some TP every time you use it. And keep in mind, as long as you don't press the button, they'll just continue to do that endlessly. Now, you can also use techniques outside of battle. Let's go to Neely. She is a healer, though she doesn't get that many techniques throughout the game. Let's heal her, so get her healed up too, alright. So that should give you the basics of the combat system. I'm going to show you some more interesting things as we get more Mista, whatever the stuff's called. And we grind for our levels. Now I'll explain some more of the game systems. Though, of course, I don't think we want to be here all night, so let's just speed this process up as well. This game is brutally difficult, but just follow my guide, and I'm sure you'll be just fine. Unless you're really, really unlucky. Another interesting thing about Neely is she levels up twice as fast as any other party member in the game. Maybe it would be a good time to heal her up real quick. Now, a bag is your items, but we don't have any right now. Let's keep up the pace. Bees. Now, yeah, I'm not gonna waste my fire on these guys. Crap, press the button. That means they're gonna stop attacking at this time. Now, truth is, I don't really know what to talk about right now. I guess I'll start with why we do this. I'll start with memories of this game. Growing up, while my brother had a PlayStation 3 and all that sorts, I had a Sega Genesis. And keep in mind, I was born in 2005. And I had a ton of games, so not gonna lie, I'm really glad I grew up that way. So we're gonna go with is I really appreciate these old games better than the newer ones. Sure, I had a Switch eventually, but I still boot up this old PC and play these old games. So if you're not a fan of this whole experience, you feel free to skip ahead. Let's take a look at our stats real quick. Level 2. Okay. Let me show you the healing system. Now, how you heal in this game. Alright, should you die, you will go to the cloning office, which is right here. And hopefully, if you follow my guide, you won't end up here. But yes, to revive, unlike going to a church in Final Fantasy, which this game was meant to compete with, by the way. Phantasy Star 1, I think, came out a few days before Final Fantasy, the original. Instead of going to a church, you go to that lady's house. Ah, wrong button. Go to this hospital, and I think it'll cost you some Mista. Now, Cure will move any stat attacks. Now, keep in mind, Heal and Cure are not the same thing. Heal just gives you your health back, restores it. Cure removes all status effects in your party members. I hate these mosquitoes. Now, these enemies are annoying as heck, so since we're so close to town, I'm just gonna fireball them. Yes, the infamous grind. Most old-fashioned RPGs were notorious for this. Hoping to reach level 4 soon. The thing about these mosquitoes, they'll actually drain your health. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that already. So you're already getting overpowered. Also, leave in the comments if there's something you'd like me to talk about during these grind sessions, as there will be many of them as we go through the game. This guy just allergic to leveling up or something? So of course, after this next fight, I will show. Next time I head into town, I will show you how to check how much XP until you level up. Also, have to save your game, unless you're just playing an emulator, in which case, good for you. Now, I think the poison is they can poison you, which should be obvious. Neely is also the fastest character in the game, to my understanding, so he will dodge attacks a lot. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy 7, as you'll see why later on in the playthrough. I hate these stupid bastards. When you're grinding in the beginning, just always use fire. Bow or fire, whatever you want to call it. It will speed things up exponentially. One level to go. Also, leave in the comments any memories you have of Phantasy Star. I want to know. And make sure you tell me anything I can improve throughout these videos. Might not have to gain that fourth level. You know what? Seeing how overpowered we are, I'm just gonna say screw it. Now, if you need to save your game, actually, we'll do that after this. Now, what I would recommend doing with your newfound Mista first, or let's just call it money from now on, okay? Your enough money is get yourself a dagger. Oh, crap, that's right, you can't use daggers. So I'm still remembering this myself, some of this stuff myself. Okay, so, get yourself a knife. He starts out with one knife, but however, he can dual wield. Let's go to equipment. Troy. Equipped. Extra. A knife in your left hand. Now you have two options. You can either get A, healing items for the trip, or armor. I'm going to see what armor I can get first. Nothing worth getting right now. Now, personally, you can go get yourself some armor if you want, but I find healing items far more efficient. And I will explain what each of these healing items does. Okay, the Monomite and the Dynamite are basically the same, like health potions. Monomite's not as powerful as the Dynamite. Let's get two free. Let's get 2 for each. Joy and Neely. Antidote is for peeling poison. We are gonna buy 2 for each. Now, Telepite teleports you back to the last town you're in, if I'm correct. I'll double check that for our next video. The escape pipe is pretty simplistic. It just gets you out of the dungeon you're in. But it will be a little bit before we enter a dungeon, so we're going to spend the rest of our money and get dynamites and metamites. Keep in mind, Neely is a great pack mule. Alright. And as for our last part of this video, we are going to go save our game. Now, keep in mind, with emulators, you don't have to save it in this way. Also, this weird little thing lets me speed the game up. Get out of my way. Okay, you stupid bastard. See this little book here? That means you can come in here, data memory, and he'll tell you how many points you need to level up. Yes, I do. Right here. And this is the annoying part. You have to re-enter your name every single time. But keep in mind, this is a 92, I think. 91 or 92. So, they're still trying to figure everything out. Anyway, on the next video, we will continue our adventure. But now you know how to get started. Get your gear ready. And as soon as I can, I'll release the next guide of my video. So, until then, see you next time. Also, do me a favor. Like and subscribe to the channel. Also, maybe check out some of my devlog videos. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, until next time.